Hi there, site of County Daily News. This is Evan Green. Today I'm here with Judge Kristy Wilkin, and we're going to be talking with her for a little bit about her position, her campaign, and just some general facts about her. So we're going to start out, Ms. Wilkin, with I'd just like to hear a little bit about your past work before you became appointed as the judge.
Okay. Well, so again, I'm Judge Kristy Wilkin. I've just recently been appointed to the 4th District Court of Appeals by our governor. I'm honored and excited to start this new adventure. Prior to that, I've been practicing in a private law firm for the past 14 years. It initially started in Clinton County, and then one of our local judges in Highland County became judge, or was actually appointed judge, and I ended up taking over his office. So we made appeal law offices. It was we just basically spread it out and had an office there in Highland County as well. So I've been doing that. We do live in a rural area, as most of these 14 counties in this district are. Therefore, it's hard to specialize in one area. I've had the opportunity to work in lots of areas of the law, ranging from criminal to family law, real estate, probate, you name it. I've probably at least tried it.
Now, what was the actual process like that got you appointed to the 4th District Court of Appeals?
Okay, so back in December, when Judge McFarland was appointed as a federal judge by President Trump, the vacancy became open. So we have 14 counties in the 4th District Court of Appeals, and the governor's office set it up so that each county, each Republican Central Committee could nominate no more than 2 people. So beginning in January of this year, I traveled to all 14 counties, met with their Republican Central Committees, and asked them to support me and make me a nomination to the governor's office. So we did that in January and February, and I was successful and did have an interview in the governor's office, and that took place, believe it or not, on February 29th. Their goal at the time was to let us know who the governor was going to appoint in mid-March. And then obviously we had the pandemic, which, slowed everything down. And so we just found out about a couple weeks ago, July 24th was when the announcement was made that the governor DeWine had appointed myself.
And so I imagine you haven't had much time to acclimate, but what is the day-to-day like as the 4th District Court of Appeals judge? What are you doing?
The 4th District Court of Appeals judge position is it's wonderful. I've had the opportunity to work with Judge Mike Hess, Judge Jason Smith, and Pete Abley. So all of our judges, as it stands right now, we are kind of spread all over the 4th District, which makes it really nice. So we have Judge Mike Hess, who's up in Pickaway in the northern part. I'm in Highland County, which is all the way on the western part. We have Judge Jason Smith that's down in Ironton, and then Pete Abley, who's been in Athens and now just relocated his office to Benton. So I have the opportunity to work with 3 amazing judges. And we were just down in Lawrence County. We were on the bench down in Lawrence County last Thursday. So the experience that I'm getting is unbelievable as far as working with the judges. The caseload that was there, when I arrived for myself, I have 12 pending cases that I am working on a daily basis. Again, it's all areas of the law, which I've seen or I have experience with. So I've had the opportunity to do that. I have a staff attorney who's been helpful to me. I also have an intern that's from here in Scioto County, Tyler Molt. He just graduated from law school, and due to delays, he will not be taking his test until the end of October. So Tyler Molt here in Portsmouth is my intern, and we're meeting once a week and working together to make this happen and be a good experience for him as well as myself.
And despite the fact that you were just appointed a couple weeks ago, you have to run for the position again in November, correct?
Yes. So you're talking about a whirlwind.
Yeah.
It's been crazy for sure. I transitioning out of my office where I've been for 14 years, and then taking on a new position and hitting the ground running with a 3-month campaign. So now we're down to 2.5 months. So as soon as I could say 2.5, I said it. So 2.5 months left. Getting all of my campaign literature, signs, everything ready to go, and traveling in all 14 counties. I think the best way I can describe it is it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
The people have been amazing. You know, each time you go further south, the people are so nice and welcoming and easy to work with. And it's been a great experience so far. And it's been, again, I'll say it, a whirlwind.
So for the people of Sauter County who will be seeing you on the ballot this November, how will your appointment affect them compared to anyone else that may be running?
Okay. Well, so for example, when I work a lot. I work a lot. I'm gone from home a lot, and I have two little girls, Piper and Parker. They're home right now. Every night when I lay down with them, I tell them, "Do you understand why your mom works hard? Do you understand? You understand why I may not be here with you every day?" And number one, it's because I love them, and number two is because I want to make a difference in our world. And I have that opportunity now as the judge of the 4th District Court of Appeals. Not only will I make a difference for Sauter County, but I'll make a difference for my little girls that are growing up in the 4th District. This is where I grew up. I grew up in the 4th District Court of Appeals. Born and raised in Hillsboro, Ohio, which is Highland County. My husband and I have a small farm. We can relate to many people throughout this district. You know, our lives are similar. I have very conservative values. I do support our Constitution. I will interpret the law as it's written. You know, I support, our Second Amendment. That's where my beliefs are held. That's my judicial philosophy. And with those philosophies, not only will I help the people of Sauter County, but I plan to make a difference for my children and all the children.
So how has the coronavirus and other world events and American events over the last few months, I know you said it's been a whirlwind, but how has it affected your ability to campaign for this last month or so since you've really hit the ground running?
It's had a huge impact. You know, it's hard to get out and meet people when there are no events. You know, there's nowhere to go to, meet up with groups of people at a time. So it has been hard. You know, right now I'm focusing on reaching out to a lot of people. I've set up Zoom meetings with others, doing, whatever I can to, get my name out. That's key. Judge Kristy Wilkin. That's the key. That's the goal, is to recognize my name.
And I like to ask all the political candidates that I interview this question. If you had to boil down your entire campaign into one word, the word that really described what your campaign was all about and what you as a politician are about, what would it be?
So, that's a very tough question for a judicial candidate, especially judicial. If I had to boil it down to one word, justice. It's justice. That's my campaign. That's who I am. We're all entitled to a fair trial and to be heard. And that's what I believe.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. This has been an excellent interview. Until next time, everyone, this is Evan Green from Sauter County Daily News, signing out.